think we are live. I think we are live.
Hey man, make that song.
Hey, bro, that's it.
I don't be playing with that EDM shit, dog. That's the kind of shit where it's like it's funny until it's like just recorded.
Man, you know how
that's $1 billion.
You know how I kind of got there. I can't even lie. Me and my homegirl, we were watching that show Legendary. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it. It's like
I don't know that one.
It's like the ballroom scene, like the LGBTQIA community or whatever.
Right.
They have like balls where they like dress up and do all the different like dance styles that they do.
Yeah.
And they had a competition show that was on like HBO Max.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow. So is this like a show or a documentary?
It's like a show. It's like a competition show where they bring in. It was like multiple teams, and they face off and do challenges. It's actually very interesting, especially like if you are just into dances.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you like don't know much about those communities and are willing to learn stuff, like it's actually quite cool. But like a lot of the music is very much like house based, like four on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Or some kind of variation or whatever. And they'll have like the hosts will like do like little, vocal stuff over the top of the beat, like just to like kind of on some like MC shit, essentially.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll like MC the ball. They'll shout out people's names, do little rhymes on top of the stuff. It's actually very dope. Like the host does it on the show.
Yeah.
On the TV show will like do that for different challenges and stuff. Anyway, how are you?
Oh, that's what's up.
How are you fellers doing?
Cool.
Good, man.
Cool.
Hanging in there.
I'm loving these COVID answers. I love them because that cool and hanging in there has so much behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a rubber band holding the door closed with like a bunch of zombies behind it. It's like
everything's fine.
Hanging in there.
It's definitely the cup, the dog with the cup and the room on fire. Like,
yep.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel you. Bros. Shit, man, it's been a minute, man. I had to take a little break last week. I was kind of stressed out, but I'm back. I'm glad to see y'all. I still gotta watch y'all's episode, man, that y'all did on IG.
Right.
I stole it and downloaded it to my computer.
Very good. You did the right thing.
But definitely to check it out. Check it out. Thank y'all for holding it down though in the interim. Definitely
of course.
Appreciate that. Shit, man, we're gonna have a guest tonight. mBtheLIGHT, aka Monica Blaire.
The light.
Blaire.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure when she's gonna pop in, but it's all good, man. We are.
Wait, was the Wu one of the AKAs? I wasn't looking at who was talking. It was like AKA Woo. I was like, wait, for real?
I think that was Sean Uppercut.
I was like, damn, that's a cool ass moniker, dog.
Let me see. A moniker for Monica?
A moniker Blaire. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get her in here. Hold on. Because she sent me a text. She said she ain't been on Skype in a minute.
We probably had to update that boy, dog.
Right.
Yeah.
What up, though?
Hey, what's going on?
Chilling.
I made it. I'm chilling, man. I was on the fence, but I was half tired, but I'm up. I'm catching kind of a second wind, and I figured it might be good to actually communicate with human beings. So,
bro, it makes so much of a difference.
Right, I figured
that was your first mistake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's my empathy for humanity is definitely like hanging on by a thread. I'll tell you that. Tell you that.
You mind sharing? Is it like a situation of some sort that?
Well, I don't want to go into details about certain situations or certain things, but I mean, this is off record. Oh yeah, we're not on yet, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it.
We're super on.
We are live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We are live.
Full disclosure.
No. Yeah, okay, good. It's like, well,
the bigoted tirade.
yeah, I was about to say it's live. I'm gonna do it. No. No, I always. You mean it's all good. You know, it's just what can you do, man? Hey, thank God for empathy. That's all you can say. If I can have empathy for others and try to have empathy for myself as well, then you understand where cats are coming from, and that at least makes it easy to at least have discussions or approach things with kindness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles, protect your peace, and just know, like, you know, just try to stay in positivity land if you can, for as long as you can. Because the world is crazy.
Yep.
Because the world is full of chaos.
And it's like, it's, you know, like you said, like, humans in general end up you know, being very disappointing, so you gotta do a very good job of like, you know, protecting your own peace, man, because oh boy, people
I mean, but like I said, like, I think human behavior at the root of it is, and maybe this is just like super how much the influence of external stuff outside of us is at this. And you're like building up to where we're at now, is that a lot of us are moved by just wanting some kind of validation or wanting something. And that manifests itself in all types of different ways.
Right. For
attention or for whatever it is. Right. And, you know, that's one of the things that connect us all, for better or for worse. And they might lead us to do things that that don't highlight us in our best as our best humanity, and sometimes it does show sometimes it creates the best of us too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. That's
not to get super deep on it, but you know,
I mean,
it get like that sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you got to go there, bro.
You got to go there, right? You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is interesting, man. Like, you know,
there she go.
Oh.
Hey. What up, though? Hey.
What's that?
Live from the whip.
I'm all sketchy. That's terrible.
Are you you live from the whip, though?
My Wi-Fi connection is trash.
Oh, hey, you sound good though.
Right.
The audio is excellent. You might clear up. We'll see.
We'll see. I might just be a blur this whole time. That's fine.
It's all good.
Wait, Monica Blaire?
There you go.
Monica, Monica Hobby in this mug. Monica Hobby. Monica Hobby. You know?
Oh wow. Hey, we got mBtheLIGHT, aka Monica Blaire, in the spot. Welcome.
Yes.
Good to have you here. We just kicking it.
Good to be seen and not blurred.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, we just kind of keep it very loose on here. You know what I'm saying? So we just in here kicking it about whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh wait,
well not very loose.
What? No, thank you for the level on looseness.
Let's say we I would like to think we're a little smarter than just saying
medium
whatever,
loose. I got you.
Hey man, can I tell you about a group I'm in called QAnon? Can I point you to this website called 8chan?
No, that's what this has all been about. You waited until like 50+ episodes in to be
right.
Like,
we're just like it's the big coming out part. We let it know we just super. This is hot take central. This is the hub for all the hottest takes. Yes, hey, medium busted loose with the hottest takes right here.
Wow.
So my cousin in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, you brought it up. So let me say this real quick, Don. Like, when you type that many words.
Wait, hold on. Before you even go there, just give us an overview of what you are referencing, just so we're all on the same page.
Man,
have you heard about what Nicki Minaj said, Monica?
Oh Lord, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I feel like the news steals my joy. So I'm completely out. I be like, nah.
I only hear about stuff via Twitter, so I feel you. Like that's the only reason I know about this because people put it onto my timeline.
Right.
Oh Lord.
But like I don't. I definitely wouldn't have found out otherwise. But she said she tweeted something to the effect of like, she's worried about getting the vaccine because she has a brother-in-law or something. It was some like it was some kind of like the hitman's wife.
It was like my cousin,
bodyguard type situation.
My cousin in Trinidad's friend.
Oh,
or
okay.
Something like that.
Okay, I got you.
And it's like, all right, this is already too many. This is phone. This is the game of telephone on Twitter already.
I'm surprised we didn't get a what had happened was like in there.
That's basically what it was, and it was like dude had elephantitis because of the vaccine, basically. All right, dog. Like, so she was like, I'll do my own research.
Oh man, that might have took Monica out the game. That took her out the game. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Monica.
She was like, I can't be here for this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Wait, is she back?
There she go.
I'm back.
All right.
I'm back.
But it was like, so because of that, she's worried about the vaccine. Naturally, everybody, went and jumped on her head or whatever. Look, man, I honestly don't care either way. What Nicki Minaj's like where she falls on whatever side, but like then she said like yesterday that the White House invited her to come in so they could have a talk.
Whoa, what just happened? Whoa, everything dropped. I got booted.
No, she don't listen. That's what it is. Like
I got
she
booted.
probably
I got
heard
booted
this
from the
story.
call, but now I'm back.
Oh, straight up.
So when I got booted, it cut y'all off. So I don't know what I just missed.
Hey, Skype was like, I'm not trying to hear this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
My
Never
bad.
am
She got invited to the White House, and what happened? I'm sorry.
Oh, so like she said she was invited to the White House, but in actuality, the White House said we were just gonna have you talk to some doctors, not it didn't have anything to do with you coming to the White House or whatever. So
damn.
I was like, man, this is just it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just when you stop and decide, you know what? I don't need to talk about everything to everyone that I know. Just relax. Just
people, like I said, at the core, I think everybody, the core of people, they want to do the right thing. And people be thinking they're trying to do the right thing of like educating people. People understand that they do have a platform. They try to tell people like to educate themselves, but like, they sometimes they end up taking that kind of direction and trying to, because I want to feel like in her heart that she thought she was doing some kind of something noble.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's I know.
That's a fair way to look at it. Look at Sean.
No. I know. I'm saying. I mean, listen. I'm not co-signing it. Come on, dog. I'm not saying it was right. It sounded crazy, but I'm saying the core of people was wanting to try to do the right thing, right?
Yeah.
And failing. And sometimes you sometimes you miss the shot. Sometimes you brick it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Right. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, but like, I don't know. She had to know like that kind of, I mean, the messaging, who's gonna take her serious when she talking about homeboys,
And that's where I'm coming from. Like, God.
But that's the celebrity delusional bubble.
Right.
That word
we
up.
all know that. That's that weird bubble where it's like nobody ever tells me no, so everything I say is right. So
it's important.
Here, right. Thing is gonna be right, and it's gonna be wrong.
Right.
It's just like, man, when you type something that reads like a phone scam, then you just gotta be like, dog, wait a minute, maybe I'm wrong.
And she read it out loud. Was like, this is a good idea,
dog.
This
and
is
that's
like,
what will
send,
never.
This is
That's
a good
what
idea.
is always crazy to me about Twitter is just that there are so many levels of checks and balances that you and your brain have to go through in order to send this stuff out. And like, for whatever reason, like humans across the board really like to be like, hey man, I want people to be upset with me right now. So let me hit tweet. This is what I need.
You know, the other side of this too, and this is kind of speaks to what Monica was saying, is that, we like, I don't know why we are expecting like celebrities to have like the most insight of like very complex issues. And then when they say some dumb stuff, people are like, oh my gosh, they say some dumb stuff. Like, she's not a scientist. Like, come on.
No.
Why is this news?
Like, she's great at rapping.
Here's the thing. People are not thinking that. What people are thinking is, wow, this person is rich and famous, but they're stupid as hell at the same time.
Yes, this is. I think that. Yes, you're right. You're right.
That's what people are thinking.
You're right. You're right.
Oh my god. So sometimes I wonder if that's a prerequisite for being branded up. Like, there's a lot of dummies. Apparently.
Hey dog.
I don't know.
I would love to cut my brain off for some money, dog. I want it. I don't like thinking. Thinking hurts like this, because.
Oh my god.
I mean, but there's a lot of people that make it through. That make it through school, that make it through, education, that are educated on paper, you know what I'm saying? They have degrees.
No, you
know what I mean? But they say wild shit.
You are absolutely right about that.
That's it, but,
I mean, we're musicians. We know all sorts of geniuses who don't got no kind of paper, anything, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's true.
I feel you.
That's true.
I feel you.
It does kind of like turn part of your brain off, where it's just kind of like, my brain is only good here. It's not really good anywhere else. I'm a trash human being, but I make great.
Right. Yeah, I got these fire bars. I got these fire words to put them together, 2 + 2 is 5. What? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about words.
But isn't that Diddy great?
Right.
Because a good example, and I apologize because I don't remember exactly who the rapper was, but it was like one of the more famous young thug derivatives, you know what I'm saying? And like dude was getting like interviewed at a show. Not a show, I'm sorry, it was like at a some sort of award show or something like that. And then the interviewer, asked him about, what his thoughts were on the social climate and what was going on, with the protests in the streets. And then he was like, "Man, I'm just here to make this money." I was like, "Dog, that's the best answer you could have gave." It was like, either I'm gonna say something really fucking dumb, and the whole world is gonna jump down my throat, or I'm gonna say nothing and not have the right answer, and the world's gonna jump down my throat, or I could just be like, I didn't come here for this shit. I just wanted to sit down in this audience and then watch people dance and then eventually have my turn. That's what I'm here for. Let's talk about that. And I was like, that's smart dumb.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to be on.
That's what Method Man would call. Your man's Method Man would call smart dumb. You know what I'm saying? to borrow a phrase from Mr. Clifford Smith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Smart dumb.
Man.
It's just like I felt bad for him because it was like he was definitely never ready for that question. And he was like, let me give you the best possible answer. I'm here for money, dog.
Ain't no else about it.
Right. I'm like, I feel you, dog.
But intelligence, man, people be. It's a lot of Oof, that's a doozy there.
Right.
Intelligence, like that package, that I came here with it, or I got it while I was here, or I don't know, people
is intelligent in their own way, like you said, might be very brilliant in this very specific way. In other ways, not have a clue. I think it's about having awareness. And maybe in that moment, he just knew, like, yo, I am not as informed on this. There's a part of me is like, maybe he just knew it. That he won't go come off. He won't go come off right. Let me just be completely honest.
Like every answer I'm gonna give you gonna be the wrong one. Let me give you this one, which is right.
There is something to be said to be aware of, like what's in your wheelhouse. What are you capable of doing?
Oh yeah,
which carries its own probably self-awareness carries its own level of intelligence.
I would agree.
That's a show.
I would agree. Self-awareness carries its own level of intelligence. Okay, then.
I think too much. I think way too much. I've spent a lot of time a little bit. You just, for real. We laugh, but it's the truth, right? Got to laugh to keep from crying.
Yep.
They laugh to keep from crying for how real it is out here.
It's just crazy.
You try to be a decent human being.
People be peopling, dog, and like that.
Absolutely,
be, like real hard body, and you be like,
yes,
bro, like none of that was really necessary, my dang. Like,
right.
Talk is the best talk, my guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I try my. So this is what I'm talking about. Like I try my hardest to keep everything like super regular, right? But that means I'm always, thinking about what I need to do in order to make sure that I don't fuck anything up.
Dog, I wear the same shoes every day. You ain't gotta tell me.
Straight up,
bro. I'm Albert Einstein out here. Peanut butter sandwich and barefoot shoes. What we doing?
So yeah, dog.
I'm loving the phraseology.
Yeah.
Man.
Now, if I may, just because like I know Chuck had brought it up on the interwebs a few days ago. One of my personal comedy heroes and Mr. Macdonald.
Yes.
He he left us, and like,
oh man,
I don't know. Like it seemed like a lot of people ended up doing what I did, which was like as soon as I left. As soon as he left, and I saw the information, I was like, dang, because like Dirty Work is like one of my favorite movies, and his and like his roast of Bob Saget is
genius, brilliant.
It's the greatest. It's probably the greatest bit I've ever seen in my life to be, just because like there's a level of not giving a damn that like I had never seen before that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that was possible where you could tell the worst jokes on purpose and then have the fact that people aren't laughing at you be the funny part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah. I never seen no shit like this before. So like I just went down, I ended up going down like a whole rabbit hole. I'm like, man, this guy was really good at that.
Oh, he was the best, man. Like, as I posted this on Facebook, and a lot of times, like during my own struggles with like mental health stuff and like isolate, this has been heavy, right? Yeah. And I've been open about like struggles with like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Like his YouTube stuff like has been in constant rotation for
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a YouTube this cat named I'm Not Norm on YouTube, and he has like mad clips of this cat. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, yeah, man, like he was just, I don't know, he was bad funny, Knew how to use like silence, you know what I'm saying, space for funny, you know what I'm saying. It was a lot in how he used like the rhythm, you know, a lot in when he would take pauses. You know what I'm saying? When he it was like it was like when he would say something. You know what I'm saying? Or just, you know, I mean, the dude was awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy was mad funny.
I really liked him as the pigeon. Go ahead. Oh no! I was gonna say I really liked him as the pigeon in the Mike Tyson mystery.
Right.
Oh yeah, he was clouded. Yeah.
I forgot about that, yo.
Yeah.
I literally watched it for like him and then like the Mike Tyson pauses.
Yeah.
Shouts out to
he said,
shout
out to those.
I know, right? I think when a comedian dies, like we lose a part of our collective soul. Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody who's been able to make you laugh, like there's no more genuine reaction to that. Like than people laughing at something you said. So like, you know, people who do that for a living, oh my God, we like all kind of like feel away.
Right. Especially their value, they're important, especially when like things are so like chaotic, you know what I'm saying, or have been, you know what I mean, or when things are chaotic in somebody's life, or things are going on, like laughing, like this very like guttural, you know what I'm saying, very like I don't know, one of the things that tap into like the purity of like enjoying life, enjoying a moment, enjoying these things, and be able to like tap into that, you know what I'm saying,
right?
So when things are heavy or when things are happening, like that is so much value. That's so much value. So you're right, Monica, in terms of like how collectively it affects people, because they're connecting into like some of the most genuine and like purest like parts of
laughter is source energy, my G. Like laughter is like source energy. It's like life force. You want to talk about like Super Saiyan? That's like fucking laughing, dog. Like that shit is real.
Absolutely.
Right. You know,
and like
good
just
laugh
to
will change your whole day, change your whole week.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I laugh at myself all the time. I'll be like, that was dumb. Like you gotta do that shit all day to maintain your sanity, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So then, like, just when you also take all that stuff into account and then realize, like, dude was doing those things for us while he wasn't feeling good. Like, that's one of those things that like never ceases to amaze me, because like it's for me, like Norm Macdonald, John Singleton, and Rudy Ray Moore, those have been the three where like they actually like hurt my feelings when I heard that like they were no longer with us, because those dudes found a way to like really crack me up, you know what I'm saying? And like but like with Norm, you know what I'm saying, I didn't necessarily know, you know, I just thought like Rudy and John's. Though, did I say Singleton?
Yeah, I was like, wait, Singleton? Then once you talk, I was like, wait, you talk about Witherspoon. Yeah, it's all good. We with you, bro. We with you, bro.
But like,
hey, R.I.P. John Singleton.
Right.
Yeah, that too. Right.
Because hey, he knew how to do comedy too. Because he made Baby Boy, dog. So.
Oh wow! Wow!
So he did
wow.
As funny as that movie is, my homegirl had me looking at that movie differently when she started pointing out how deep some of the topics are, even though they kind of were fumbled in a way. Or maybe not fumbled, because I will watch that movie as soon as this is over, just because.
To bring it back to Norm, that feels like a very Norm commentary on Baby Boy there, Rufio.
Very Normish.
Yeah, it was very Normish right there.
But like, yeah, man, that like. The fact that dude, you know, was you know, pushing through, like I've seen I've seen what cancer does to people, right? It's not fun. Like no, you know, from the point that you find out to the point that you're dealing with it to the point that it takes you out of here. Yeah. It's not a fun time. So for you to be like taking time out to be like, well, I know I don't feel that great, but I have this particular job to do, which is make other people laugh through my literal pain. Like that's one of those things that I'll never.
But what if it's the other way around? What if
right? I was just about to say
the reason it touches us is actually because it's that person's catharsis.
Right. That could have been like, like things are so grim, but at least I got this. At least I could have like a couple hours out of the night, or where I like it's all a good time. Yeah, where the rest of it is like, you know what I'm saying, dialysis, whatever. You know what I mean?
Not to dismiss the fact that is still an extremely selfless act.
Right. Oh, for sure. But I'd be willing to bet it was mutual. I'd be willing to bet that it gave him life too.
That part.
Yep. Yeah, altruism is not real, dog. So like it's always it always comes back to helping you out in the long run. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
My man said,
I mean,
he said absolutely altruism is not real.
No.
No one cares about anyone besides themselves. What do you mean? Oh man.
So high five. That's all.
High five.
The Norm Macdonald clip that I found when he was with I think it was the lady from Melrose Place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, that's classic right there. With classic. Yeah.
He said, I know a name for this movie. Box office poison. Dog.
Yeah.
Head crack.
No, it was so mean. It was so mean.
Wow.
It was so mean. Why did he do that?
Did he say when they tell him the name of the movie, and Conan's like, do something with that, you freak.
Oh yeah.
And then he
was like it's chairman of the board.
I bet it's spelled BORED.
Yeah.
And like, how did you come up with that? Like off the dome, dude. That's genius.
He was sitting on the other side. He was sitting on either side of two great comedians, and Conan O'Brien and Andy Richter, and neither of them thought of that. Neither of them thought of that.
Right.
That's because they wanted her to come. They wanted her to come back.
They gonna bash the movie though.
They wanted her to come back and be on the show again. Norm Macdonald didn't have no dog in that fight. He was just like, I'm gonna just get these jokes off. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these bars off at the expense of Mr. Carrot Top. My man wasn't even there defending himself. She had to take them. She was taking the fight for him. Right. He wasn't even there to defend himself. He was just going in on him. Oh, but that was funny. That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
B-O-R-D.
He said, I heard P. He said, he goes, what do you say? I know one of the lines he said, what was he? I told that I don't give a hoot. He said, well, I don't give a hoot. And then the other thing he said was so like, what was the other thing that had me laughing? But it was so sweet. It was like the super kind thing he said. He goes, you know what the best kind of ship is? And then Conan says what? And then he goes, friendship. I was like, oh. That's after saying all this wild stuff for the whole video.
He had to balance it out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, more all day.
That's all. I just wanted to give a quick big up, even though like that's not really the best idea in 2021 to give a thumbs up to a dead celeb, but I just wanted to.
I mean, for sure. I just before we move off on him, I just want to say, like, if you ever get a chance, watch his. He did a stand-up set. I think it was on Letterman's last show.
Oh, really?
It was one of Letterman's last show, and he has the best joke about the World War. It's the best joke ever. I won't give it away, but it's really good. I think he's the only one that could have pulled off that joke too.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah.
It's super funny. So
that's what's up. Man. Yeah, R.I.P. that man. What else is going on out here?
What's how are things in everybody's world? You know, how's Monica? How's Rufio? How are we doing out here?
What's going on the musical front? Is that too much? Is that too blunt?
No, I never want to talk about my music. I'm a musician.
I don't know. I just know like sometimes people don't want to be asked that so bluntly. Even though I just did it. I'm sorry if that's.
No. I'm super weird about it, but I think I've just like acknowledged that like it's a part of it. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool. All right, this is what I'm doing. No, I have a record coming out on 10/29 on Mahogany Music called "How to Dress Well in the Dark."
Woo,
let's go.
Wow.
Let's go. I love the title.
Yeah, it was done. It was done over 2 weeks of a drunken stupor in 2019, in January of 2019.
Right.
So I make no promises. But I do feel like it was a need for me to release, and so I made it, and it works really dope.
Word up.
And then there's also an album, the next album on deck. So I'm kind of making a triptych. Okay. So I'm like making them kind of like batching them a little bit.
Word.
The next album is Practice. That is a collaboration with 14KT.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
So it's kind of what happens after you learn how to dress well in the dark.
Right.
Word. Okay. Wow. That's what's up.
Yep. And then I have another one that I have it's kind of untitled. I don't have the title yet. I'm playing with like 3 different titles, but it's some of the best of the work that I've been doing from a collaborative space. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could talk about it like this, but there was something that you did to one of my beats that's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So
whatever you want to do with that.
No. Can I tell you the story of that? How that came to be?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I was at this point where I was like, yo, I'm gonna like champion myself like in the best possible way, but I also need to feel like I need to talk about how I'm flawed. Okay. And so that song came about, and I was like, all right, cool, this is like super duper dope, and it felt very empowering, even though it was like super chill, and even though some of the things I was saying was like, was what it was. Okay. And what you did with it, I was like, yo, like let me be honest, it was one of the first times I felt heard.
Aww.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think people see me. I think you're like, oh, this is really cool, and she's hype. Oh my gosh, she's gonna, pop it one time for a player on stage is gonna be great. But like, the actual essence of like what I create and why I create and all of that, like that's what I've been diving deeper into like lately. And I think I had a lot of concerns about whether people would hear me.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you showed up and you did what you did, like, I think, the people who have come into the space and made music with me in this time, yo, incredible human beings. They have to be. This is lunacy. You heard that? Fresh. You know what I'm saying? And so like, that's what I'm saying. Like being seen in that way was like really, really, really profound. And I think it was such a jolt for me to be like, okay, keep going.
If I may, that man Illingsworth has a very good ability to do exactly what you just said. There have been several times where I might have written to like what's the word? An infant version of a beat that he made. Right, I didn't necessarily know it at the time that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, to me, this shit sounded cool anyway.
It's done.
Right. So then, you know what I'm saying? The verses get laid down or whatever. And then he'll be like, all right, I sent you, a copy. Go look at your email or whatever. and it might be some completely whole other shit that like somehow he just like absorbed what you said, what you did, and was like yeah, here's the new version, real chill, like, and then you hit play, it's like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the most like,
it's like
positive, wonderful way. You know what I'm
warp again.
that's right.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
That's how I felt. I was like, he heard me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Y'all gonna make me get choked up.
Please. Shed a tear for the people. Shed a tear for the people.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm happy you got to have that particular experience, because I like as you were talking about it, I'm like, I know exactly what that means.
Well, I think that's really rare in someone who produces music.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of producers are bad listeners.
You know.
Wow.
Another shirt.
I think a lot of producers are bad listeners.
That's I mean, and that I'm agreeing with you, and also saying like, I don't know if I'm always the best listener myself.
Oh, no. We're all human. We're all inherently terrible listeners, but some of us are less terrible than others. And what I'm saying is that those of us that are less terrible than others are really awesome, especially from a like musical standpoint. Like, for me, it's always been about the conversation. And what happened with me is that, like, I did a ton of shows. I mean, honestly, I felt like there was a point in time where it was like Tuesday, Monica Blaire at the Sling House. Wednesday, Monica Blaire at the Spotlight. Thursday, Monica Blaire at the Ubi Dub. Like, it was just like everything. It was like my whole life was performing. And it was really fun because you're feeling people's energy live. But, like, one of the things that I think is so cool is the conversation that happens as the music is being created. And I've always liked leaning into that conversation harder than the performance part, especially once I had like done a million shows.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was you kind of like over it.
It wasn't even that I was over performing. It was like, okay, I don't know that what I'm about to do is going to look like this. So I want to like stop doing this so I can like figure out what this other thing is going to look like.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, never stop performing. I'm like, yo, I'm funny as hell. I'm never going to stop performing. You know? I was like, I just sing songs so I can tell jokes. But,
hey,
right.
That's the whole freaking point. So, but the format does have to change. I think over time, I think we have to be like, yo, this is where I'm at, and be cool with it. And it's like slowing things down, calming things, having less instrumentation. That was like wild scary for me at first. I was like, what is this?
I really love how you like kind of switched directions and took to like creating songs based around your vocals, where like all the production is just your vocals. Like,
yeah,
I thought that was highly creative, and it's always like I always look for those posts. You know what I'm saying, when you start posting stuff, because I know you got one in the clutch. You know what I'm saying, like
it's I appreciate you hearing me. I don't want to commandeer the conversation. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
Get your bars off. No, get your bars off. Let that thing go black.
I'm done. No, I really feel like for so long, so many people have been like, you should be doing this over here, you should be doing this over here. They be like, I don't understand what you're doing. Or they be like, that's whack. I mean, I had a conversation like 2 weeks ago where somebody was like, yeah, stop doing that bullshit. Like somebody I really fuck with.
Okay.
Somebody I really fuck with.
Stop being creative.
And I'm not.
Yeah, stop doing things that you actually, you like to create.
Yeah, it's like I can do the other thing, but I kind of want to do it for other people. I don't really want to do it for my shit.
Right.
Right.
I love pop songs. I love pop music. I don't know if that's what I want to be singing though.
Right. And that's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's incredibly fair too. You know, I think a lot of people assume whatever a person appears to be on, that's just what they on all the time, every time. You know what I'm saying?
Like I would love an Ariana Grande check right now. That'd be great.
Right.
Girl, what we talking about today? Okay, girl. Let's work it out.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
And that's
girl.
the thing. Like you have like a wide array of abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell anybody like you are probably like top 3 one of the best singers I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Like right now for forever. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And you know, I didn't know this until later. I feel like I saw or read it on an interview or something. But that did you whoa, what does that sound? Did you start out rapping first? Like
yes,
entrance into music?
Yes, my name was Pure Bliss.
Pure Bliss.
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh. Yeah,
yes,
let's go.
My rap name was Pure Bliss. I did.
Let's go.
And everybody was like, you can sing so well, darling. Why wouldn't you do that? But darling, she sings so well. Darling, sing for
I like the idea that everybody she interacted with sounded like that.
They did. Yeah. to me,
you're right. That's
so it became a joke.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
All right. I appreciate your input on creativity that you don't understand because it doesn't live in your head.
Right. Everybody starts sounding like the teachers on like Charlie Brown or all the adults. Yeah.
It's just like that whole thing. Like sometimes like okay, maybe you are right. Maybe there's a compromise here. But I think like the thing when people just be like, oh, that shit you've been doing is trash. That it. It's like, yeah, but you kind of talking to me probably based on some of the shit I've been doing.
Whoa. Like how do we get in this conversation if not for the things that look.
Yep.
It's too many shirts. Yep. It's too many shirts, dog.
Quotable. Young quotable.
Too many shirts, yeah. Should be the name of this episode.
Too many shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but straight up, like I just think people need to really chill on creativity and like, and I don't mind people being performative about it. I just said I would flip Ariana Grande the best hit of her life. I don't care.
Right.
But like it's one of those things where it's like stop acting like being real is a bad thing.
Right. Or being authentic or making art that you feel like is best represents you. Or being, something that feels like where you at. You might, and people, that might be where people at are right now. You got to meet people where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who they are right now. That's not, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, I reserve judgment. I just say things like an old black lady, which is like super punitive every time.
Right.
Oh, black women talk to you like you ain't shit the whole time, and then they be like, "Baby, you want a candy? I love you so much. I'm glad you came." They Norm Macdonald people. They be like, "What?"
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't, growth is real, but also like how much space and time do you have to give for growth, especially if you have this internal monitor around what it is you're actually doing. Mm-hmm. How much of somebody else's internal compass do you have to respond to?
Right.
Wow. I'm not necessary.
Right. It's unfortunate, but you gotta. It's unfortunate sometimes. Like that ends up applying to friends, to family, to up. You know what I'm saying?
Because even the fuck up in that space is actually going to get you further than the fuck up in a space of withholding or doing something else.
Right. Because at least you can say that you did. Because at least you can say like, well, that's something I could stand behind. I might have called an L on that one, but at least my heart was in that. Yeah. And then, it's
not even that you can stand behind it, because often those mistakes are the ones that put you on your complete ass. You be pissed as fuck.
That's true. That's true. No, that's true too. That's
true. The lesson. It's more so It's more so you body a lesson in that moment.
Right.
That's the moment where you like body something and you never deal with it again.
All the bars.
I'm just giving a little free game.
Free game, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Other podcasts, they charging for the game. We for the people.
Right.
We for the people.
Oh man. You talking all that good shit.
Yeah. Did you notice I shut the hell up?
Right.
But it sucks. You be cussing, you be kicking a can down the street. People be like, "Are you fine?" And you be like, "I'm not fine. Here's why." Like you go over it all. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Crying, sobbing uncontrollably sometimes. That's the whole thing though. But after you learn that lesson though, you ain't never got to learn it again.
That's right.
You be like, all right, no shit.
Yeah.
Bet.
Right.
To the new shit. Hey.
Onward and
Right.
upward.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's a lot of hot lines from a disembodied voice, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah, like
yeah, and I don't know when we got to like the Coliseum steps, but
right. Hey, it's part of the apropos. You know what I'm talking about? That's right.
Hey,
I was gonna tell you this background fire. I feel like I'm in like a Wu-Tang episode.
hey, hold on, wait. All right. That's a nice little quick transition. Have y'all watched the first few episodes?
donated $1. Podcast title: We gotta address these t-shirts.
At all, or the second season?
The second season.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
I'm sorry. Whatever you just said, repeat it. We got a notification and it came in so loud on the stream. Y'all can't hear it. Only I can hear it. It came in so loud. Shouts out to Rappity Rapper for that $1 donation.
Word up.
I couldn't hear the message because it was like echoing. I don't know wwhat's going on. My bad. What? Just reintroduce what you just said.
So yeah, no, I was just asking if they'd been watching the Wu-Tang saga. Hey man,
I haven't seen any of it, sadly.
Oh, straight up. Well, look.
Yeah. Feel free to spoil it. I mean, I lived being a fan. So
that's right.
I don't know if it can be spoiled.
This is true.
That part.
Yo, did you hear they made a Wu-Tang Clan? What?
Nah.
Yeah, but honestly, Ellie's work, that's a part of the comedy of it, though. Is that if you did live it already, to go back and watch it
this is true.
enacted in this way, yo, I laughed my ass off the entire time I watched it, dog.
Ooh, I might have to watch some tonight. Let's go.
Let me tell you something, dog. All right, so dude that is that plays RZA, I cannot remember his actual name.
Sakai Moore or something like that.
Very yes.
That's Sakai Moore is the homeboy that played Raekwon. I think that's it. That's who's the kid? I forget the other kid's name. But he was in was it not La La? Not La La.
He was in Moonlight.
Moonlight. Al something.
He's in.
I got the cast pulled up.
His name started with an A.
Ashton.
He's in.
Sanders.
There we go. Okay.
His homeboy was in Black Messiah too, or Jesus and the Black Messiah.
Well, listen, he was definitely in Moonlight. And
wait,
was
stop,
like,
stop. Don't say nothing.
Okay. Rappity Rapper donated $1. Wu-Tang is for the children minus all the dust and cocaine, gunshots, and sex and violence. Purely educational, haha.
I might have to disable the alerts. They're so loud and disorienting. Rappity Rapper, thank you for the donation. Please don't donate anything else. Until I figure out how to turn this off. I'm sorry.
That man gonna send you $400 in ones just to keep blowing your head up.
Right. No, that'd be a funny way to like bomb the stream just by giving us money. just to interfere. Anyway, sorry about that. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
He was very good in Moonlight, and I'm starting to think it's because he did not have to speak too much in that movie. Because
What? Damn. Again, I missed it.
Man, I still got to see that. I haven't seen Moonlight.
I was saying that my man that plays RZA, he was in Moonlight. He was very good in Moonlight, and I'm starting to believe it's because he didn't have to speak very much in Moonlight, because this man's like cadence as RZA is so off-putting.
Really?
That like it's actually like he turned it up in the second season, where like the way he stresses some syllables of words that nobody would put an emphasis on, it takes me out almost every time, and I'm like, I think I don't actually like this.
Let me ask you this. I just want to know this for like accuracy's sake. Does he say sword like sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh man, that's a deep cut, yo. That's what I didn't even notice.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Wow. Oh,
because
man.
RZA is only saying sword like sword. So
that's all the knowledge you need this summer.
Yeah, we got everything. That's right. You only got to go to summer school.
Right. So you only got to go to summer school this year. Get the Wu-Tang double CD.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Dog, what if they're around long enough to get into like the stage? You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like that came like after
RZA's career.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang 2099. Wu-Tang 2099.
Yeah, like the Bobby Digital.
You gotta see that man become digital, dog.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is RZA the Matrix?
I mean,
Bob Dizzy. You might ask Bob Dizzy. Ask Bob Dizzy. He might have the whole. He might be able to do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
I got questions, dog.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna leave here tonight with more questions than answers.
Bob Dizzy, the one.
I definitely, at one point watching that show, I did end up feeling dumb because I'm like, oh, his name is Diggs. That's how he came with Bobby Digital. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Jesus Christ, I've never thought about that. That's pretty good.
Right.
Did not think about that.
You know what? I liked. I always like, yo, the little. I was like, is that little homie from Kill Army? Is his little brother? Is that the kid from Kill Army supposed to grow up to be Ninth Prince? Because you know that's his brother. That's RZA's brother.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, is that the kid? That's supposed to be the kid that grew up. That's supposed to be him. Another kind of little
nuggets.
Yeah, little nuggets like that. I mean, it's cool for what it is, but also what it is what it is. But that makes it sense.
It's actors acting something that you had an experience with in real life, so it's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
I do like the dude that plays ODB though.
Yeah,
he's perfect.
Yeah,
I do like the dude that plays ODB. I feel like they really did a thing with him and Dave West. I think Dave West does a really good job as Method Man.
I like the guy who plays Ghost. Seems pretty authentic too. He seems like like a believable person. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know, like the one thing, my single takeaway from every episode is that like selling drugs looks like garbage, dog. Like,
right.
Like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
For an hour of a show, it looks bad. That's like, man, y'all be doing this for way longer than 1 hour.
But
I don't want to do it.
Raekwon said every week we make 40 G's. 40 G's
True.
Yeah, but you also had to avoid that same amount of bullets, dog. That don't sound fun, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
like this amount of hours of paranoia.
Yeah, man.
For that 40 G's.
Worth 40 G's. I don't know.
A week.
But a week though.
It's like I'll take the regular hazards of being a person.
Right. You know, you gotta carry that. You gotta keep that thing on you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for the boys. You gotta watch out for rival hustlers. That just it sounds well, from what I can tell from the TV shows. You like a lot come with that 40 G.
All TV
Hey, you
shows.
sound
from the rap songs.
Yeah, bro.
I'm good.
Oh my God.
I don't know, guys. From what I hear from rap songs and TV shows, selling drugs is terrible.
It seems like a bit much.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
That is the best.
You know.
So yeah, when you have rap songs as the TV show and they still show you it's bad, it's like, well, that's just double bad.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out very soon so I can get the inside scoop.
We love you, Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That was like the.
I was like,
I got too many. What do you say?
Man, what was his name?
I just can't say Prince Rakeem.
Prince Rakeem.
Prince Rakeem.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yikes.
That was one of them joints that I heard like after the fact. I feel like I heard that after 36 Chambers had come out.
Me too.
When I started like going deeper, like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
that. What you gonna say, Monica?
I just said digging. Oh, I was actually gonna say, I'm surprised that I still have self-esteem after like all this music that I've listened to my entire life. Right. I was listening to my liked songs on Spotify, and DJ Dion Let Me Bang came on, and I was like, man, I am a miracle.
Wait.
Let me bang.
I'm a miracle.
Let me bang.
Oh my god.
Every day.
Why do we all know that?
Right. Hey man, sometimes you gotta throw some music.
What I was talking about.
Wow. I mean, listening to that with adult ears, man, I'm just like, okay, now I get what you're saying. Okay, wow, never thought about it like that.
I mean, I'm not saying I've released the turn up, but I'm just
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say the body.
I've just tempered the turn up. I haven't fully released the turn up. I just like to get my day started, jump in the shower, like throw the turn up on just to get me out the bed. I feel you.
The body still moves, bro.
Right.
Self-esteem though. Self-esteem.
I feel you.
I'd be like,
because hey, them dudes was tripping, dog. Like,
dog.
Like, man, I didn't say any of this, dog.
Right.
Cool.
I'm the woman on the show, so I'm gonna say it. The track is for them.
Wait.
All them. I can't even say it.
Whoa. I think we can pick up what you're putting down, though. We might be able to pick up what you're putting down.
I just pulled up the lyrics real quick just to get like a memory
refresher.
I'm like, oh my god, oh god, every sentence,
everyone,
every single sentence.
I mean, think about the title of it.
Right, it's just there's not nothing consensual about that. They just get right to the point.
It's no question mark. It's no question mark.
Like, you mad, girl? You mad?
Whoa.
Wow. Again, self-esteem intact. Really proud of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be. Yeah, they were definitely trying to change that situation as much as possible.
Jesus. And I was the first one on the dance floor too. My friends would be like, I used to split my pants all the time. I was just like, I'm just going, when it was like dress to sweat parties, dog.
Right.
It was just like you went and you left soaking. Like, cause you was like, oh, I came to dance. My little $10 went a long way.
You remind me of like, damn. What was
get them calories, you know what I'm saying?
What was that place where they used to have like the parties for kids when we were kids, like the VF? What was it? The veterans?
The VFW.
VF. Oh God. Oh yeah. Jesus.
See, my parents didn't let me go to shit like that. They barely let me go to the school trip at Northland because they was like, hell no. I already know what type of time it wasn't until high school. They was like, all right, high school, we can't really do shit about it. But so that shit used to be wild.
Oh yeah.
Northland back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you remember when they had that? It was a dude in there who had a recording booth.
Right.
Like a vocal recording booth where you could go into the booth.
You could make a song.
Yes. You could get your bars off next to a sbarro or something like that.
Wow. My man's the sbarro.
I don't even remember if they had a sbarro in Northland, but you know what I'm saying.
Sbarro is only reserved for airports at this point in time. Like, you only see a sbarro when you're in the airport. Or in New York, every third pizza shop is a sbarro in Manhattan.
I'm surprised. Wow, really? I'm surprised they got those in New York. They be so hardcore. We got the best pizza on earth.
It's for the tourists. The tourists like, right. I don't know that other place, but Sbarro's.
They got a Sbarro's here. Right. They got a Sbarro's.
Them pieces used to look like they just poured oil in the pepperoni, dog. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, dog.
I used to remember seeing people have like a brush, like brushing butter on. Like, but I tell you what, I did used to get. They had the what was it? I don't know what they called it, but they had like this like stuffed pizza where it was like
the double crust boy.
Yeah.
Dog.
Pizza Gator.
Dog.
Yeah. Hey, they was fire. They was fire.
Wait, he called it a Pizza Gator, dog.
Oh boy.
Woo! Pizza Gator. Jesus Christ, that's what it was. Oh God. Pizza Gator. Oh. Hey, you got me with that one, dog.
That's definitely a restaurant that's like hard to believe still exists, dog. Because like
drug front. Drug front. Has to be. Dog, they funnel all that money to the mattress firms, dog.
Yes,
it's Sbarro. Hands the money to the mattress firm.
Sbarro is selling cocaine.
Drugs.
Cocaine.
Sbarro, boy. Man. They used to have one in
that place is not a game.
I feel like they had one in Fairlane back.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for sure. Like it's just the fact that like they had the audacity, like their logo had the like Italian colors and whatnot. Like, come on, dog. Like,
hey, this is owned by some dude in Utah. You know what I'm saying?
His name is like Rex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing Italian.
His name is Samuel Barr. This guy is Samuel Barr.
It's like that Papa John's shit where it's like the dude that's making this pizza is just like this regular white dude.
Just guy, right?
Just a dude. It's just a dude, dog.
And it's like, and once you try the food, there's like literally zero authenticity to it whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like if a thoroughbred Italian ate at Sbarro, they would burn the place down.
They take out.
You said no authenticity. You be taking a bite of the pizza like, is this ketchup? Is this sauce? Ketchup?
No, it would just produce like the longest line.
No, yeah, right, exactly. Like I've never seen a pizza made where you have to take the cheese and tear all the cellophane off first, dog. Like, man, fuck that place, dog.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh shoot.
But man, them bowls of them little meat bowls of oil, dog.
Yeah, I'm not like I've had good pizza where like the pepperoni was like that, but like why do those pepperonis do that? Like why do they become like little bowls?
Because they're like, I mean, they kind of, I don't know, it's basically cured meat, you know what I'm saying? It's like all oily and like fat and coagulated from the curing process, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
exactly.
By the time they hit a little bit of heat, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's definitely the fat kind
the
of
heat
thing.
make them cure up.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, out here in Philly, I used to work for a meat and cheese spot, and we would get the meat, get the cured meats and stuff in, and you open it up, and some of the fat be on the cellophane, and not even warm. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just from the curing process.
Okay.
Or whatever they use to make sure like the shit like lasts like forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever
forever.
Because it's basically like, it's like basically cured, sausage, basic cured meat. They, for the most part,
right.
Pepperoni and all that shit, like prosciutto and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know if this is
it's all sexy
at
jerky,
all, but when I hear prosciutto, I just think gabagool, and from all
yeah.
for all the episodes of Sopranos I watch.
Right.
Woo.
Anyway, we're at the 57-minute mark, so this is probably a good time to wrap it all up. Before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you to the viewers who came through today and shout y'all out real quick. Anybody that left a comment, Critical Music, shouts out to Rappity Rapper for the donations. I didn't. This was not a diss to Rappity Rapper at all, because he didn't know that the alerts were gonna be super loud. But thank you for those donations, those super loud donations. Shouts out to U4 who was in the chat, and I think that was everybody that said something today. Thank you all for coming back again. Always a pleasure, and definitely feel proud to see y'all names appear over and over again each week. I appreciate y'all for coming through and watching. Shouts out to my co-hosts, and shouts out to mBtheLIGHT. I've been posting links to the music and to the websites in the chat.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna post them again. And definitely, whenever you would like to come back, please come back. Especially around the time of the next project release, because we would love to, help you promote it in any way we can. You know what I'm saying? Because you're incredible.
I'd be super honored, man. Like, it was good to just sit here and laugh with y'all. Like, that was, like, the best part. So I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you for what you're doing, because, like, yo, this type of thing is so lacking. The whimsical world of laughter.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for what y'all doing and for having me this evening, man. For sure.
Thank you for being here. Before we get out of here, what I usually like to do is just go around to each person on the pod, and you can plug stuff you're doing. You can recommend something. You could drop a word of wisdom, whatever you want to do. I would say ladies first, but let's save the best for last. Let's do it like that. So fellas,
word up.
Y'all go first, and then we'll have Monica take us out. So Charles or Rufio? What do y'all hit it?
Chuck, go right ahead.
All right. As always, I always say this. I appreciate y'all. Peace to Monica for coming through tonight. And I always have a good time. So a lot of times it's the highlight of the week. It's always good to laugh with the homies, so I appreciate that. Recommendations? I'm sure people have been talking about it, but Yebba's album came out. That's incredible. I would recommend that. Fire. She's amazing. I think that's the main thing I was been messing with it, and I don't know. I was reminded of Boozer Wolf's brilliance. So Yebba got both ends of the spectrum there. Yebba and
that is
Yo Game Stupid. I'm varied, baby. I'm cultured. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So check out the Yebba record. Oh yeah, and also Norm Macdonald. If y'all ain't up, if anybody's listening, go check this. Go get lost on YouTube. The World War joke is hilarious, but was a brilliant dude, very funny, and Yebba and Norm Macdonald. Those are my recommendations. Rufio?
I guess as far as recommendations is concerned, is whatever you want. And what I mean by that is like, this whole, if you learn nothing else from, life or specifically from, lockdowns and COVID, is that like a lot of things can be taken away very, very quickly. So, it's not always necessary to worry about, what you look like or what other people think you look like or whatever, man. Have fun, eat some ice cream, go fly somewhere. All this money, what difference does it make? Fuck it. If you got the money and you want to do something, do it. If we're going to go to New York for our 5th anniversary, and we decided we're gonna go to a Michelin star restaurant because why not?
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have never thought that I would do anything like this. And I don't know if I have the money for it, but what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Just do stuff.
They
Just do it.
They're gonna have to come get it from you.
Come
see me.
That's right. So
I'm eating
whatever.
this Michelin star food. Let's go.
Do things. Do things. Have fun.
That's what's up.
That's it.
Sean Ups, what you got?
Elling's word. Don't you have a recent release? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I put up another. I've been doing this hashtag Illingsworks.
Hashtag.
No.
Beat EPs. It's essentially just like me just letting people know that I'm not dead. I'm just working on stuff in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts to being alive, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to being breathing.
Yeah, you know, give people a couple of bops, get a little pocket change, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Oh, I didn't know.
All right.
Oh, I just posted it in the chat for anybody out there that wants to check it out. It's just five beats, short beats, you know what I'm saying? All the Illingsworks, the hashtag Illingsworks stuff is only on Bandcamp at the moment. I don't really feel like putting it on Spotify just yet, because you know this is a whole other conversation. But like all those streaming services, they do a very poor job paying artists, and most of the time, you know, at least right now, where the stage of my career is at, like I will get more funds through Bandcamp than I will for those things on Spotify.
Right.
And that's just how it is at the moment. But yeah, thank you for bigging me up. Check that out, y'all. Did you have more Sean Ups?
Shout out to water.
Stay hydrated. Better stay hydrated out here. Let's go.
Wait. I need some specificity, man. We talking about drinking water. We talk about salt water.
Showering,
we talking about
bathing.
distilled water, right? What we talking about?
Shout out to water. Just shout out to water.
All water. Okay. All right. I see you.
Yeah.
Inclusive. That's what's up.
Inclusive. I see you.
All right. Okay. mBtheLIGHT, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Just that I had a good time. I feel like I already did this, but just that I had a good time. And pizza.
Let's go.
Pizza work.
But not that sbarro bullshit.
No. Not that sbarro bullshit.
or Papa John's.
Oh,
And I'm posting the links in the chat a couple more times as we go out. If you are still here in the chat, click all of those. I got the .com, the mBtheLIGHT.squarespace.com. I got the Twitter on there. I got the Instagram on there. I got the Spotify. I got the YouTube page. I got everything. I mean, you could just go to the website and all that stuff is on there too. But I got them separated. If you just, you like certain types of platforms, then there you go. But please, and she'll be back. So
much appreciated, John.
Oh, man.
Likewise.
Right. The pleasure was ours. And so yeah.
For certainly.
All day.
Well, this
all day. Everybody be safe and have a great week.
You too.
You too.
All right. Well, this has been Eternal Invite. We will see you all guys. We will see you guys. This is another reason that I know that it's time to stop the podcast for the night when the brain starts eating itself. See you guys next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat station. Y'all be safe in the interim. This has been your Eternal Invite. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.